Some of you want to forgive and forget what the state and federal governments did to us during the pandemic. People not allowed to return home to their own country, families kept apart from loved ones, from funerals, from hospital care, from schools and from work by closed state borders, people confined to their homes, banned from seeing friends, subjected to curfews, forced to wear masks. It was a disgrace. And police body cam video, released as part of a court case in Sydney, has highlighted what went on under these laws. What you're about to see and hear from the police body cam footage is what unfolded in a Sydney park in July last year.
The reason why I'm engaging you, you can, of course you can.
To talk to you. Stop talking
You don't have to talk, but I'm going to speak.
With you?
Yeah,
Don't speak to me.
you're allowed to be quiet. I'll continue to talk.
Loud.
Yeah, it's a public place.
Yeah, exactly.
So the reason why I'm engaging you is I need to establish why you're in this public place. Okay, I need to ascertain if you are here.
Ascertain anything.
Well, mate, I'm going to afford you an opportunity to either get up and leave, or
I do not consent.
I'm going to place you under arrest.
Under arrest for what? What crime's been committed?
If you're not,
committed.
Can I finish speaking?
What crime's been committed? You got to explain. You're threatening me with arrest.
Yeah.
What crime's been committed?
If you're not within your local LGA or you're not exercising, you are not in a public place with a reasonable excuse.
We haven't established where I live, though.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm now placing you under arrest.
For what?
To establish your own. Yes.
No crime's
I'm establishing you're not wearing a face mask either.
So what?
Yeah, that's an offence.
So what? No, it's not.
Are you exempt?
Yeah, I am exempt.
Produce your exemption. You do.
No, I don't.
Further, you're under arrest for not producing your exemption.
Yeah, sitting in the park on a sunny day when there was approximately zero chance of contracting COVID-19, that was against the law then. If you weren't exercising or weren't within your own council area or more than 5 kilometres from home or not wearing a mask or whatever. I saw police move on people in these circumstances. I couldn't believe it at the time. But most people, of course, did what we need to do, and that is follow the law and accept the police directions, however reluctantly. But this bloke on the tape, well, let's get back to it.
I'm free to do whatever I want. I'm a free man.
I'm telling you, you're under arrest.
You're not telling me anything.
You just heard me.
So what?
Are we just being argumentative now for the reason? Produce your ID.
I believe you're breaching the public health order.
I don't care what you believe.
Stay at home.
I don't care what you believe.
Please stand up. You're under arrest.
We don't want to have to use force to get you to the process area.
No, don't touch me.
We're asking for your cooperation.
I'm a free man. I haven't entered into a contract with you.
You're under arrest at this stage.
It's illegal.
You're under arrest.
Defend myself.
I can use reasonable amount of force if need be to get you to. Yeah.
Do not touch me. I haven't entered into a contract with you. I haven't consented to anything. Haven't agreed to anything.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Sir, just listen.
I know what
listen
I'm
for
talking
1 second.
Yeah.
We have the suspicion that you are in breach. Based on that suspicion, you're now under arrest.
Are you listening?
Do not touch me.
Would you please stand up?
No. I haven't entered into a contract with you.
There's
I haven't
no
agreed
contract.
to anything.
New South Wales
I haven't agreed to it. I'm a free
New
man.
South Wales
I'm a
government.
free man. Do not touch me. Do not.
Get up. Get up. Don't you dare.
Don't touch me.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
What are you going to do?
OK, that's of course where it gets ugly. The bloke arrested, Edwin Paz, was being difficult from the start, as you saw, and it descended from there. Paz was sentenced this week to a community corrections order for assaulting police and resisting an officer. Fair enough. But he was also fined $2,000 for not wearing a mask and failing to comply with a COVID direction. There were anti-lockdown protests in Sydney that day and police were out in force to try to clamp down on troublemakers. But all the same, arrested for sitting in a park, not wearing a mask, being too far from home, not following COVID directions. This was a disgrace in this country, wasn't it? We must never forget this. We must never allow this sort of overreach to happen again. Many of us pointed out how nonsensical, unjustified, unscientific and draconian these rules were at the time. And all the evidence since, the medical evidence, scientific, economic and psychological, it all only proves this was over the top and counterproductive. And this was Sydney. Think about how much worse it was in Melbourne. Think about what Daniel Andrews did to Victorians without any reasonable justification, while crushing dissent and while delivering worse pandemic outcomes than the rest of the country. We must never forget this stuff.